friends, this is Casey from Nashville, Tennessee. So I'm going to answer the question of what do you do with those turkey leftovers? How can I make a bone broth with my turkey? And how do I make turkey soup? So we know that turkey is really expensive this season and you want to be able to appreciate and enjoy every single part of it. Also, if you're following me and you want to continue with that keto weight loss or maintain what you have already lost, then you want to stay keto, and this turkey soup is the amazing, perfect way to do that. So first off, please hit subscribe. I am releasing new videos during the holidays once a week, and also have a whole holiday playlist of how to stay keto during the holidays. So you do need to make the bone broth first. This is a mistake, even though I've been cooking for like, so many years. I can't even think about how long I've been cooking, certainly 7. So always store your bone broth separately. And I love the mason jars with the plastic lids, of course. You can order these on Amazon. There is a link below. And I usually make about 6 jars with 1 turkey carcass, or drumsticks is what I typically use because I only cook turkey once or twice a year. So I do keep these in my refrigerator. They do last about 10 days, and I drink a cup every day. I have found amazing results with my hair and my skin and my joints, and just overall better health, and it helps you to burn that belly fat. So I'm gonna take 1 jar of this, the mason jar full, and I'm going to make my turkey soup. If you ever combine all of your soup ingredients, you will find it's really nasty the next day. So the key is to keep your broth separate from your ingredients. So you guys know. The next thing I have, of course, is just some turkey. I do find the dark meat is better in the soup, so that's just some dark meat that's been chopped. I have the cooked carrots, and follow my YouTube channel on how to cook the most perfect brined turkey you have ever eaten in your life, and you're going to put some carrots around that turkey. So just save those carrots, chop them up, and you'll have some carrots. I would recommend cooked carrots. If your carrots are raw, you're going to need to cook this soup for at least 30 minutes so those carrots soften. I'm keeping this soup easy peasy. I also have, you know how much I love French tarragon. It's just such a wonderful spice. So a little bit of French tarragon. And we're also going to add some pink Himalayan salt, just a small amount, because my bone broth does not have any salt. I am going to use shaved Parmesan cheese. I get this at Sam's Club, a large bag. It runs about $8 or $9, and it lasts for about a month. So you're gonna use this instead of your noodles, but because I am just maintaining on keto, I do have these little noodles I bought at Aldi's, and I'm just gonna add just a very, very few amount of noodles. Now granted, if you're cooking for your hubby or your kids, or if somebody in the family is sick and you just wanna make some old-fashioned chicken noodle soup, you could add a lot more. I'm just gonna add a few just to have a little bit of that chicken noodle soup. But if you're being very strict keto and you're in the part of keto where you're trying to continually lose weight, then you're gonna have to skip the noodles. You may also, I didn't have any, you may also add Swiss chard. I couldn't find any at the grocery store. Swiss chard, just chop it up, is wonderful. If you can't find that, fresh spinach, basically whatever sort of little veggies that you would love to throw in there, just kind of avoid the tomatoes and such like that. So anyhow, this is the easiest thing in the world. You need a saucepan. I do have a link below for these pans from Amazon. I got a whole set for like $100, and then I gave my old set to my son. So it's an amazing thing to do at Christmas. Recycle your gifts and you get a new set of pans out of it. So I'm going to start with the bone broth. When you drink your bone broth in the morning, you're just gonna make sure you shake it nice and good, just to get the fat all over the bone broth. So I'm just sitting on top. Just going to open the lid and just pour this 1 quart jar into the pan. So of course you're going to turn it medium. It's not going to take more than 15 or 20 minutes to heat up unless the carrots are raw. I would not recommend adding celery unless you just love celery that much, because again, the celery is going to take a long time to soften. You could certainly add some frozen peas. Definitely stay away away from corn because corn does have a lot of sugar and carbs. So, just going to basically plop my little ingredients in. The carrots and the tryptophan. And I'm going to just start off. This is an 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm just going to start off with an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then 2/8, which kind of as a math teacher, we know that's 1/4. So I'm going to do 1/4. Do the same with the French tarragon. I'm going to just add a little bit more French tarragon. Already, I added about a teaspoon of French tarragon. So I'm just going to mix that up and let that heat up on a nice low fire. And I am going to cover the pan with the lid. And of course, you can add some pepper. That would be nice too. And to just add a small little bit of pepper, not too much. And then just cover that up. And then for the last 10 minutes, when it's nice and warm, you could, only if you're in maintenance or if you're cooking for somebody else, throw in a couple noodles. Or you could also add some fresh spinach or Swiss chard or kale.